Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come on here today and film a quick reveal of a bag that I unboxed a couple of days ago. I really wanted to unbox it on camera, but I'm glad I didn't because it was packed super well and it took me forever to get into it. And this was an eBay purchase, and the story behind the bag is it's something that I've kind of looked for on and off for a while now, and one of my fellow admins of the Dooney Bourke Lovers and Resale Boutique group on Facebook posted a link to it for our members. It was on eBay in an auction because it's a rare bag and she thought some people might be looking for it, and she didn't know I was actually looking for it. And so I quietly watched it for a few days until the auction ended, and then I grabbed it for the opening bid, which was super lucky. I have been looking for this bag for a while, and in this specific color combination as well. And it is a vintage style, which you guys don't see much of on my channel. I'm more into the newer Dooney styles. Not even so much newer, but I would say within the last like 10 years. And this is definitely an older style, but it was one that I was always curious about because it's so weird. And you guys know I like weird stuff. So here we go. I put it in a dust bag. It didn't actually come with one, but I wanted to keep it protected in my closet for a while until I filmed this video. So this is what I picked up on eBay. It is what I would say its street name in the Dooney Bourke streets out there on Facebook and Instagram is a flower pot bag. And this style was made, I don't even know when, a while ago, and they didn't continue it. So it is something that is kind of hard to find, and I've actually had a chance to purchase this bag in blue, I think before, and red, and maybe black, and I've passed on it because I really wanted this yellow color, and I wasn't sure what the name of it was at the time, but now I can tell you it is called Sunflower because this awesome bag actually came with the sticker still attached on the inside pocket, which I will try to show you if I can. And I love when that happens because it really gives some insight to doing research on the bag. You can see it's there. And it is called the Small Flower Basket. Now, when I saw this, I thought, okay, now I know the official Dooney name was Flower Basket, not Flower Pot, which would help me Google and find more examples of these online. And I know the style code that Dooney gave it, which is MVP11. SF, I know, stands for sunflower. The last two letters in the code is always the color of the bag. And I knew the first two letters in the code, Dooney normally denotes what leather it is. So each leather has a different code, and some of them have several codes, which makes it really complicated. But MB, in my experience, usually means Montecatini leather. Now, I don't think this is Montecatini leather, but I think why it says MB is because it is made in Italy. And a lot of Dooney's older styles were made in Italy. You can see here the special patch inside that says Dooney Bourke, made in Italy. And then you can verify that it was actually made in Italy by using the code on the tag inside. And the ones made in Italy always start with I. So it's kind of unfortunate because a lot of times these tags are kind of worthless. They don't really, you can't Google these numbers and figure out what style a bag is or anything. But I will say the one useful tip is that sometimes if it has an I in front, it isn't actually made in Italy. And if you are looking at a bag and trying to authenticate it and it has this big fancy made in Italy patch, but then the tag inside doesn't have an I in front of it, to me that would be a red flag. So just something to ponder here when it comes to authenticating bags. The other thing I found interesting about this tag is that it had the word small in front of it. Now, when I had looked at these bags in the past, I had always thought they were one size. Flower pot bag is a flower pot bag is a flower pot bag. They're all the same. But it turns out there were different sizes of this style produced. And this is the small size. So there is a medium flower basket, flower pot bag, that is a little bit longer, about 2 or 3 inches longer, but it's about the same width and has about the same base. And so I love small bags, so this is going to work for me, but I was really anticipating getting something a little bit larger. I didn't look at the measurements, which is like one of the number one things you should always look for when you are buying a bag online is the measurements so you can know what you're getting. But I chronically forget to do that because I get so excited and I see something and I'm like, oh, that's so cute, I want it, and then I get it and it's a completely different size than I was anticipating because it's so hard to tell from pictures. So I think this will work for me. I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm so excited to try it out because I think it is so perfect for spring concerts outside. I think it's perfect for summer trips to the beach. It's such a whimsical and casual bag, and I'm really excited to carry it. So let me go over a couple of the features while I have it out with you. So you can see it is a pebbled leather. I believe it is all-weather leather, like the old school all-weather leather. And you can see it here, it has the Dooney Bourke stamp that you will find on a lot of their made in Italy bags on the outside of the bag. So it doesn't have any logo patch or anything like that. That's the entirety of the logos on the outside of the bag. There are no feet, and this one did come with a couple of marks on the bottom, but they're not too terrible. And you'll see this bag has really interesting pebbling. So the front, or I should say veining, it's all pretty consistently pebbled, but when you get to the back, for instance, you see all that veining in the leather, which I think would bother some people because it's not consistent across the bag, but I actually think it's really cool. I love seeing the veins in leather. I think it really gives it character, so I'm a big fan of this going on in the back. And you can see all the trim is in brown, and I'm not sure what kind of leather it is. I don't know if it's vachetta or if it's like a Sierra leather. It does have some spotting going on, which makes me think maybe it is vachetta. And it's kind of a darker color than I was anticipating, so it could be vachetta that is older and has started to turn browner and does have some water spots. So I do plan on spraying the trim of this bag only. The body of the bag will be fine. I can beat it up. Pebbled leather can withstand anything. I mean, this thing was stuffed when it came to me, but I can tell it has not been stored that way its whole life. It's definitely been kind of flattened at some point, but I think it'll come right back once I stuff it up. So on the front you have this belt detail that ends in a buckle, and this is really not functional. It is a total aesthetic detail. And then you have this really cool luggage tag that hangs down, and I haven't even tried to open this. Does it open? No, not really. It's really just for aesthetics. The strap is pretty nondescript. It, oh goodness, sorry, I got it stuck here. You can detach it from both sides and you can adjust it on both sides. But I will say a strange thing I noticed about this bag is I immediately tried to shorten the strap because I'm more of like a 10-inch drop girl than, you know, a hip length drop girl. And the hardware that's on this bag is way thicker than the holes that they've put in this strap. So I'm gonna need to widen the holes so that I can fit the hardware through to shorten the strap, which is really bizarre. You'd think that would be like one thing that the quality control would check before something like this went out, that the hardware could actually fit through the holes they made, but I guess not. And then the top closure is really the fun and interesting part of this bag. It's a drawstring bag, but they have put this pop of zebra nylon on the top to close the bag, and it has a drawstring that you pull with a leather pull tab on the end, and you can knot it in a bow or whatever to keep your stuff secure, which is really cool. And honestly would have just loved this even if it was just a bucket bag, but this feature just makes it really weird and unusual, and I think that's why I was so attracted to it. I'm not really an animal print person, but it's just so bizarre that I really like it. So you can open up this nylon piece, and then inside you'll see the inside is pink. It is not Dooney red. I originally, when I started researching these, I was like, why are the interiors of all these bags faded? They're not faded. They were made to be pink inside rather than red. And this one's in decent condition. It definitely has some staining and fading going on. I think this pink color is not as forgiving in terms of showing dirt and stains as their normal red interior is. And then you have here the zip pocket, which I showed you the sticker with the style code is inside, and then 2 slip pockets on the other side. Nope, just 1 slip pocket. And I'm guessing this used to fit cell phone back in the day, but it does not anymore. So it's a smaller pocket. I would probably put like a chapstick or a little baby hand sanitizer in or something like that. And the rest of the bag is just a bucket. It's a bucket bag. So you just throw your stuff in there and you cinch it up and away you go. And I just thought the style would be really fun to try, and I'm excited to try it out. So I will come back on here at some point once I get the chance to use it and give you guys an update about what I think about it. I think I'm gonna love it because you guys know I love bucket styles. I love my Brighton Jake Hobo, and I love my other, my fry bag that's kind of similar to a bucket style. So I really think I'm gonna like this one. I have a good feeling about it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching today. Really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.